My name's Sian Moxon. I'm from London Metropolitan University. I created the Rewild My Street project with the aim of transforming London's streets for wildlife through design. Next slide. We need to rewild London streets. London loses 2.5 Hyde Parks worth of green space every year as residents pave over front gardens, lay artificial back lawns and fell trees. But gardens, which cover 1/4 of the capital, could be green havens for wildlife and therefore for people. Next slide. The project started with our vision of a rewilded typical residential street, which was a winner of London National Park City's Design Ideas competition. Next. We wanted to build on this and create a web resource, rewildmystreet.org, with information on urban wildlife species and habitats that you could attract to your street, home and garden, and ideas for products and DIY activities to attract this wildlife. On the next slide, you can see that we created a set of vision drawings with different views of this rewilded street to organise this guidance. And the example on the next slide shows the aerial view, which shows the activities you can do to help wildlife. And for example, if you wanted to dig a pond, which is highlighted on the drawing and then on the key there, on the next slide, you can see that we link to external expert advice, giving both a DIY activity and an off-the-shelf product option that you could use for achieving this. On the next slide. So what can you do? You can sign up to the website at rewildmystreet.org. You'll get this free, beautifully illustrated guide, which will give you 5 step-by-step activities shown here that you can do to get you started. Next slide. You will also get our monthly tips to keep you going. This was our most recent one on the right from July about butterflies and taking part in the big butterfly count. And on the left are a selection of the newsletters we've done before. That's fine, next slide. Please also follow at Rewild My Street on Twitter and Instagram. These are some examples that we did for 30 Days Wild. So every day in June, we issued a new image. And these were the pattern diagrams that we created to show how you can integrate different wildlife features into your home. And on the right, you can see the example of creating wildlife gaps, really important to connect up everyone's gardens. And next. So over to you guys, please rewild your street. I hope that's given you some inspiration and that you'll use our resources. There's a reminder of the website address and the social media handle. Thank you very much. Happy rewilding.